Alright, what's going on, guys? So today, this video, what I wanted to talk about, which is basically what I was leading into from yesterday's video, was sleeping but without actually losing consciousness or slipping into a dream state. And I first heard of this practice by Sadhguru. He talked about how when he goes to sleep, I guess, it's kind of just like free enlightenment, blah, 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 things of that nature, right? And it interested me because I was like, I wonder what exactly could be gained in a way, or what could be experienced when you sleep, but without actually letting go of your consciousness. So your body falls asleep, but your mind's awake, you don't go anywhere, and you don't dream. And you're just there, just pure consciousness. So there's a time where I tried it. I did it for, I want to say around two hours. 2 hours. It's honestly so weird how it felt. But eventually I do want to get to a point where that's kind of like my normal kind of sleep, because I want to see exactly how that changes me as an individual, because I can tell that there's something there, like within pursuing that type of practice, you know? But basically, so what I was doing, I was laying in my bed, and I was like, okay, let's try it, fuck it. Let's let my body just fall asleep, and I'll just be breathing, chilling. But one of the things is, like, me, I'm not exactly comfortable with laying on my back that much, because I'm used to laying on my left side, or just on my stomach, mainly my left side, with like a pillow kind of jammed between my head and my shoulder. That way when I'm just asleep, I'm just, you feel me? But yeah, so basically I was laying down on my back, started to sink into it, just breathing, just box breathing at first, so I can really get into a more relaxed state. So in, out, blah, 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 hold, all that. The good stuff. Y'all know what it is. I'm sure you guys know. But if you don't, you can obviously, what's it called? Also, if you guys have like heard about this or experienced it or have anything you want to say like about it, please drop a comment, because I genuinely want to know like what other people's experiences were with these kinds of things. Now, back to it. I was laying down, meditating basically, and just calming myself, really just letting everything just kind of do what it do. So my body starts to sink in and get nice and heavy, because you know how it feels like basically if you've meditated for a long time and your central nervous system kind of starts to shut off a bit. That's what it felt like. Not sleep paralysis, because that shit is entirely different. Similar but very different. But yeah, I was sinking, chilling. And then at a certain point, my thoughts became very spaced out. So I'd have a thought, blank, thought, blank. And I was just chilling. And I just let my breathing normalize, because I don't really think it's too, I guess, good to keep a box breathing pattern, or a breathing pattern, at least a very strict one, when doing this type of thing, because it tends to make the mind very active and whatnot. But I feel like the body just falls asleep on its own when you just stop moving. So I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But for me personally, I didn't want to, keep that entire breathing pattern all the way through. Now, after the whole, spacing out, I got to a point where I was just blank. I could like feel everything around me. I wasn't, I wasn't really thinking. I was just literally existing. And honestly, is very similar to a time when I had meditated for an extremely long time, and I lost like my sense of body. Like, I literally felt completely connected to everything around me. My AC, my entire room. It's like I became my fucking room. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. because I couldn't really feel my body. I knew I was there, but the kind of feeling you get, like, oh, you're in your body, it wasn't there. It was like it just faded. It's like I literally just started completely connecting with my entire room. And I was like, wow. But that type of feeling had occurred when I was trying this type of, I guess you could say, sleep or slumber, whatever word you would like to use. And from that point, just hours had passed. Just blank, just for hours. And I was like, and then out of nowhere, I snapped out of it because I could still kind of feel myself. And I probably could have kept it up because it really felt like a meditation. Like, I was worried, but I was like, dude, do I even want to keep going, you know? Because it wasn't like the most comfortable thing ever. I am very uncomfortable with sleeping on my back, if I'm being honest with you. But at that point, towards the end of it, I was like, And as I started to tell myself to snap out of it, I came out of it and I was like, wow. I checked the time, I see hours just pass by. And I was like, I completely lost my perception of time. My awareness stayed, but my perception of time just vanished. And just hours had passed and I didn't even realize. I was like, whoa, that was crazy. And it's really like fascinating when you think about it, because I know that there's so much that we are able to do. Like, I know before, there's a point where I just literally I just hated the whole entire idea of being human, because all I saw and all that I was fed mentally or verbally, I guess at the same time, was just limitation. But then as I started learning more and I started really just trying to understand things differently, I started to see that these limitations are self-made. Because even in religions, like all sorts of religions, I haven't studied Islam, so I don't know much about that at all. That is one of the religions I do want to study. But as far as, I guess, Eastern, like Buddhism and Hinduism, I studied that a bit. And then, of course, like a little bit of Christianity, too. I'm not too well versed because I haven't really, put all my time to it. But learning from those, a lot of limitations, like, don't even really exist within each of them. Like, even in the Bible, to my surprise, in the Bible they're saying it's like, ye are gods, but ye shall die as men. It was something along those lines. I remember that. And that, to me, I was like, hold on. Did he just say what I think he just said? Did he just say that basically our potential is uncapped? And that just got me like, wow. Oh, hold on. My screen kind of just cut off. I use it for the light. But that just fascinated me. I was like, oh, shit. We really got that type of potential, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? We could do something crazy in this life if we really wanted to. And then that kind of just led me to all sorts of things. And I was like, wow. There's so much that I don't know. There's so much that I want to know. And there's so much that I want to be capable of. Not only for myself, but just so I can show everyone else. Look, I'm not fucking special. There's nothing special about me. I am unique, yes, but I am not special. Because at the end of the day, we're all basically one big ass fucking web of connections. That's how I see me, you, everyone in the world, just everything. We're just an entirely giant web of connections that came from the same thing. But it really just excites me. It's like, dude, we gotta get this shit, you feel me? We gotta tear these layers of limitation off. Because the sooner I do that and the more that I do that, the more I can show you guys. And then at that point, when I'm showing you guys that, then eventually all of humanity is just going to be ripping limitations off left and right. And then we're going to start leveling up. But the thing is, it's like a lot of this kind of stuff is very obscure. It's nowhere to be found on like a very global scale. And I really want to make it a global scale. Even despite knowing that if I do that, I'll have a target on my back, and that target will be seen all around the fucking world. And it kind of makes me a little hesitant, but I really feel like it needs to be known, like every last one of you is special. Every last one of you is capable. And if we can all rise to that level, I guarantee you humanity as a whole will develop so wonderfully that we just wouldn't know what to like think. Like, I guarantee you we would become like, I don't even know if we're type 1 civilization yet, but like, if you guys know about that stuff, we'd probably just rapidly rise. But I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.